friends, followers, and world at large through social media. I'm Cheryl Koehn, founder and president of Arthritis Consumer Experts and broadcasting on behalf of Arthritis Broadcast Network. And I'm really pleased to be at the Canadian Rheumatology Association annual meeting, as well as the Arthritis Health Professions Association annual meeting. We're surrounded by health professionals.
It's wonderful.
Who are expert in arthritis. And it gives me really great pleasure to have a few minutes in the studio. We've stolen Kelly English away from her lunch to chat a few minutes about herself and her journey and things that she's busy doing in the way of social media, as well as to tell you a little bit about the board that she co-chairs, the Arthritis Patient Advisory Board of Arthritis Research Canada, with centres in Vancouver, Calgary, and Laval. So welcome, Kelly.
Thank you.
Let us know what you're thinking, darling.
I just want to tell you a little bit about my journey and where I got from here. I've had the disease for 22 years. It was quick, sudden, and...
Rheumatoid.
Yeah. And I was 9 months before I got to a rheumatologist. By that time, I could barely move.
Yeah.
So it was very dramatic. I was only 37 and I had young kids. And I was very isolated because for about the first 6 months, I officially saw a rheumatologist in September. We had to move house because everything was upstairs. I could not go downstairs physically for 6 months after I was diagnosed, never mind the 6 months before. So we sold our house, we moved to an area, I knew nobody, I couldn't do things for my kids. It was quite traumatic. But the worst thing is, I'm quite a social person, as you know.
Yeah.
And here I was very, very isolated. Now, jump to now. A lot has happened in between. I'm one of these people that needs to control things. So I know.
Kelly English control freak. This is like an admission. This is an admission right here.
It's like it's an addiction. And so when I got RA, I had to, my way of controlling things was to find out everything I could possibly know. If I didn't know more than that rheumatologist, well, I couldn't know more than him, but at least I know more than my family doctor.
Yeah.
And at least I can discuss now with my rheumatologist, and I understand a lot of the terms that he's saying. But I was really frustrated because I couldn't reach out the same way as I wanted to. I was getting one-on-one. I have a phenomenal group. And one day I was on Craigslist under volunteers, and there was a study there, a forum group on social media and ethics. And of course I jumped in. I thought, oh, this sounds interesting. And there we were talking about technology and ethics, and people had a lot of opinions, and of course my opinion was quite strong too. Well, yeah, that's sort of an understatement. It was very strong. And that led me into another group on social media. And because of that, I was asked to speak at ROAR, which is reaching out for arthritis research. A wonderful once-a-year program that we have, both live and in person. So
live broadcast.
Live broadcast, sorry, and in person. And we have a webinar that goes at the same time so that somebody can participate. And that's always in the fall. So I was asked to participate in this, and it was great. And I couldn't believe all the marvelous stuff that came out of this. Mainly quality of life for all people with arthritis. It was quite different. It wasn't just medicine-based. It was shoes. It was something on shoes. You know, that kind of
practical solutions.
Everyday solutions. And research that they've done on that. So after the meeting, after this ROAR conference, I went up to one of the people and I said, I really like your group. How do I go in? And they said, well, just go to the next meeting. And you're in. You're automatically in. So that was really neat. The first place I went, I had one meeting, and then I went to the Canadian Rheumatology Association meeting in Whistler. And I knew I was in my right place. And I've been with APAB now, Arthritis Patient Advisory Board, for 3 years. Because of them, I've been able to reach out more I help out with some of the research quality. But we've also formed an amazing social group within us as well. We all have strengths. APAB is composed of people with different education levels. I finished college and I got 1 year I finished 1 year of college and I finished high school. I was rather intimidated. I thought maybe you had to be master's or doctorate. That wasn't the case. It was really eye-opening. And yet at the same time, I could walk down the hallway and there was somebody that wanted to talk to me. So I knew the rheumatologists, I knew the researchers.
So it became home.
And it was home, but it was also a support group to me. It's a group of people, like-minded, getting the word out to people, just like me.
If you think about what you do today, I mean, I know that's a very, I mean, we could continue to talk for the rest of the afternoon about that.
It's my passion.
I know that, it's so obvious. Kelly, tell our viewers just really quickly about the Facebook group that you're part of now. A closed Facebook group, I should say.
Yes, it's a closed Facebook group because we were in with, all these, we were on Support Arthritis, which was one of the first news groups. And we had about 2,000 people. And this has been going on for, I guess, for 17 years. And I know I've got a lot of my friends watching me, and hopefully they'll be commenting. But Support Arthritis was my first computer, and it was DOS run, and my husband had gone to work, and I was all by myself. And it became this friendship. I've met quite a few. But more important, at 2 o'clock in the morning, when you're aching and you're by yourself and you just don't know what to do and you're in tears, there was always somebody online
that's
that wanted
nice.
to do the same thing.
That's so nice.
Now, our 2,000 people is now 200 people, and I say this because I want to give people hope. We lost those 200 people because they're doing well in their life. Isn't that amazing? I mean, it used to be every day we had somebody go on and go, it's going to be 2-year waiting list, and they can't find a med that works for me, and we're moving on with life. So don't ever be afraid to take the medications. Research it and everything else. But
meds and non-meds.
Meds and non-meds, whatever it takes. You need that exercise. You need a whole team to look after you. But on your team is also your support. And Cheryl, you know that as well.
I do well.
We both have groups that are very supportive. And that's what my group is. We've been together so long. We have had other people come in to us. But we've tried to keep the spammers out. We don't use liquid water or whatever, you know.
Well, this is a really good way of wrapping and going to our next interview by highlighting something very important that Kelly has said, and that is, you know, some people that fall off Facebook, there's a reason, and when it's related to chronic disease like autoimmune arthritis forms, it's probably a good thing. So remember that. We won't feel sad if you leave us, but we hope you come back and keep learning.
And please telling other people, because no matter how hard we try, we haven't cured this disease. And we all need that support and the information that, especially that ACE gives.
Well, I think we're all a big family trying to do everything we can. I want to thank you, Kelly. Love you to pieces. So happy you allowed us to take you away from your sandwich. We're going to let you get back to that right now.